Hey, what's up, Franco? Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Thompson, and I came to stream stuff. Oh, man. Cool. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna have a sip of coffee and then I get started. All right. If you are new to the stream, I'm working on Omega Red, and I think I started a couple streams ago, and so I kind of got a sketch here. I think last time I started, or last time I ended up with you guys, I had the body figured out, and I started kind of messing around with clothing, his gear, but I jumped back because I thought the face was pretty bad. I wasn't feeling it at all. So, and I found it was really hard to sculpt it out of symmetry, his face anyway. So I kind of went back to the lab and kind of messed around with this, which is a couple different portraits for him. I wanted the mouth closed thing, and I also wanted him screaming. And so, like right now he's looking kind of, you know, Mr. Sinister or whatever. But if we switch it over here, I started adding, you know, his gear, and it helps. So this is along the lines of my original sketch. Let me know if you guys can hear me, by the way. Hey, what's up, Chris? I never freeze. Calvin, what is going on? Laura, hello. Yeah, so let me know how I sound. I went and worked on my presentation for all this stuff because it's been kind of bummy lately. The sound has been bad. Fluids, I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. DM me. I will definitely share it with you. And everything's up top. The Mike TR works for everything. Hit me on everything. What is up? What is up? So yeah, I went and got a boom mic stand and a shock mount and everything for my mic and brought it up higher, so hopefully I sound better. What's up, Attentive Slug? Andy? Untitled? Ashraf, what's up? So, yeah. So I should sound better, let me know. And the sound for the music should be good too. It shouldn't be too loud, but you guys let me know. And anyway. We'll keep it going. So yeah, this is what I got so far for the face, which is way better than it was. Like this face was just a wreck before. So I took the new portrait and I brought the body over here. Now I didn't want to break symmetry and I didn't want to mess around with posable symmetry just yet. So I just kind of took his body and twisted it to fit the head, basically, right? Like this. So what I'm going to do today is just a lot of cleanup. Now, one thing that got sacrificed in this whole thing is his neck. The neck fit the other head, and if I turn that on, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's just like in the wrong place. It's a mess. Like that's a mess. So I'll fix that. Right now he's just kind of a floating head over his body, but I plan to fix all this stuff right now. So let's get it started. Oh, also, I should be wearing my hat. All right, cool. Let's see what's up in the chat. Hey, Carla. Face is looking dope. Thanks, man. Hard surface, that's all ZModeler, basically. Yeah, ZModeler. And in fact, if I click on this, let's go to it real quick. Go to this joint. I think I still have dynamic subdivision. Yeah, totally. So if I solo this out and zoom in, you can see that it's just some ZModeler stuff that when I turn on dynamic, it gets these nice little creases in it. And the Omega symbol was same deal. In order to make it conform, whoa, man, this is like all over the place. Okay, I got local turn on. Zoom in, will you? So yeah, in order to make it conform to the shape of the headband, I had to do some trickery, some Dynamesh, and then some live boolean and stuff. So it is getting there right now. The little pieces on the side of his face, I just basically took the clip curve and started figuring these things out. So I mean, it's rough right now, right? It's rough, but we'll get it. Oh my gosh. There you go. That's what I want. Yeah. So right now with just the headband, he's like looking kind of YMCA. So let's figure this out. Oh man. Chimerian King, what's up? I'm loving the updates. Thanks, man. Calvin, what's going on? I'm super curious to know and ask game dev about this 3D. So what are your thoughts on the 3090 perfect for? Okay, so listen, I'm gonna give you guys my straight up and down opinion on these cards. I'm done. It's a wrap. I had a 1080 Ti, which I upgraded to the 2080 Ti, and so now they come out with the 370 and the 390. Nah, I'm done. I don't need any more cards. That's just me. You guys can keep spending your money if you want to. As soon as you buy it, the 480 is going to come out, so I'm not with that. What's up, Pro? Yeah, Calvin, sticking to my 2080. I got a 1082. I'm not getting anything else. Have you been using new Z modeler stuff? Yeah, absolutely. I have, actually. Is this for 3D printing? Yes, it is. Looks dope. Thank you very much. Headband YMC. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. So, yeah, I took a lot of these pieces and just kind of copied and pasted them. So the headband for the dude with the closed mouth doesn't really fit. Let me hide the body. Let's hide the body right quick. Turn that off. Let's turn off the neck. And let's get in on these heads right quick. There. Turn on local again. All right, cool. All right, and so I was talking to my buddy, my friend Brad the other day, and he had mentioned that he liked the way my trap jaw had like stuff embedded in the skin. Like right now it looks like he has on some headphones or something. I put in padding under here, but I want it to look kind of gnarly because he's, you know, been experimented on and everything. He's basically the Russian equivalent of Wolverine. So I'm gonna go in and kind of let's do that now. Actually, get in on this real quick. Yeah, I can't buy any more stuff, man. I just got like what did I get? 128 gigs of RAM, like the RGB RAM, which was ridiculously expensive, and got my water cooler here. Let's see, I can show you guys the setup. Let's drop this up here, and let's switch to the other camera. The other camera is this one. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? Yeah. So this is basically what I have going on right now. It's hard to see, but I have my card right here. It's a 2080 RAM, water cool, and you know, a bunch of like bunch of crap, bunch of stuff. So let's get back to other camera. There we go. All right, cool. And oh no, what happened to my camera? My camera just went crazy on me. That's weird. All right, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I don't know what happened to my camera. That's crazy. It just went crazy on me. Oh. There it is. All right, cool. Sorry about that. All right, let's get to the thing now, the sculpting with the thing on the face here. Oh, let me store a morph target first, just in case. So, store, and then I'm going to make a layer as well. Layer, new layer. All right, cool. So now I can get in here and do whatever I want, and if I mess it up, I can just jump back to what it was before. Also, I'm going to hide that other head because it's distracting. Two. Why do you use dynamic subdivision rather than regular subdivision? Because I can go in and play around with adding edge loops and adding additional creases. Oops, sorry. Drop my little beanbag thing. Yeah, I can play with the using ZModeler. Like once you start adding subdivisions, you can't use ZModeler. So that's why I do that. Also, it keeps, it allows me to divide the things that I want to have more detail on. So like for his skin, you know, I've got higher levels of, you know, higher frequency details here that I want to show off. So every little bit helps basically. Yeah, nah, man. I got a friend named Jay that every time I buy something, he's like, oh man, you got this, you know, there's this new thing that's coming out. Nah, played that game. Done with that, son. Are you planning to have this on sale one day? I don't know, maybe. Depends on how it comes out. I got to figure out a base. Like I want to have a really good base on this one, and my I'm not gonna lie, like my base game is real weak right now. Not very good. So I actually was talking to a friend of mine over at Sideshow and getting some advice on just coming up with a decent base for this guy. So he's gonna help me out. Comics legend, being in a new anycubic photon. All right, so I was looking at that, and you know what? I think that's the one that I might get, because I was interested in the I was interested in the Saturn, the Elegoo Saturn, and I actually went to do a pre-order twice, and they screwed me out of my pre-order. I literally was on the second that the pre-order opened up and had the thing in my cart, and when I went to hit pay, it said it was all sold out. So I'm pretty sure it did that twice to me. So I'm pretty sure there were bots that were buying up the things, and I don't like that. So I did see somebody do a review for the new Photon, and it looks dope. It looks really, really dope, and the price is pretty comparable to the Elegoo. So yeah, I like that. Let's get this out of the way here. So I just want this to look kind of gnarly, where it's going into his flesh. Here. This is, oh, this is the other portrait. Put this on. Let's get some better lights here. Oops. Got some new music too. I don't know if you guys are gonna be feeling it or not, but let me know. I just got tired of playing the same stuff all the time. Little chiptune stuff here. All right. Haha, that's funny. You just asked the thing I just said. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Workstation. Wow, I missed a lot of stuff. Sandstone print. What's a sandstone print? What is that? I don't know what that is. Resin stronger than sand. Well, yeah. I mean, resin. I don't know. I've never used sandstone. I never even heard about people using it. I do know resin. Everything I've done so far has been filament, and then I make a resin. I make a silicone cast, and then I, make the resin pour. So it's nice. All right. Yeah, Chris. I mean, you know what, man? Don't even sweat it. You got a good one. I can't. It's almost like Apple with the the planned obsolescence. As soon as you get whatever the baller iPad is, they announce the next one. They're like, oh man, the one you have is garbage. This one is really the one you should have. And I used to try to keep up with that. I did that with cell phones all the time. Like I stopped at my my Note 8. I was like, I'm not spending any more money on these friggin' phones, man. It does everything I want it to do. Oh, geez, Rick. It's really I don't bust. Oh man, I'm about to look into that, Calvin. Yeah, I'll look into that. Is it cheaper than resin? Because that would be nice. All right, so other than eyebrows, let's give him some eyebrows, because right now he doesn't have any. And I have a friend that's like, dude, why do you always wait until the last to do eyebrows? I don't know. So let's make some now. I'm going to... Let's duplicate this. And I'm gonna make this a make it a sphere. Sphere. I'm trying to make it a sphere. Where is it? Frame. Okay. So right now everything as far as sizing is all thrown off because I basically, yikes, I basically went and cut and pasted the body from the one I like to the head of the new one that I like. Oh crap. Wait a minute. Okay, let me think. All right, turn that off. Turn it off. There you go. Play it right. Add the subdivisions to this. Is that happening? Let's get a guy with some mad eyebrows. I think I saw one a minute ago. A few guys with mad eyebrows. That's good. Oh, this is getting on my nerves. All right, maybe S pivot is making this happen. I think that's what it is. It's not pivoting where I want it to. Let's try something. Let me quick save this first. Sora dip? What's going on? Let's see. Sorry if I butchered your name there. Lasered into the block of a stone and then hand painted air pressure paint. Oh, okay. Saeed, what's happening? What's going on? Vagos, what's up? Please, what's going on? Okay, cool. Mike, how can we study more about stylized modeling? Stylized modeling. I would say find somebody who does the style that you like, and then kind of just see if they have an art station or a let's pivot. That's frame. Hold on one sec here. The center rotation is way like, why is it doing this? It's driving me crazy. Is that it? LSIM. Okay, that's what it was. X. All right, cool. Yeah, find somebody you like, and then follow them, and you know, somebody who's really good for that is Danny Mac. He's also a streamer. Like, everybody knows who Danny Mac is, but if you don't, follow his. This is playing the same songs over and over again. This is getting on my nerves here. Why is it doing that? Playing the same songs. All right, let's turn off the. Turn that off. Okay. Yeah, Danny Mac does stylized people, and they look really dope. Like, really, really dope. So, check that out. Now we have no music. Really? Alright, I'm getting a new playlist. Sorry, because I don't know why it's not playing any of the songs I want. So let's get this out here. Just bear with me for a second, you guys. I want to have some good music. You know what? Play this while I'm getting better music. All right, perfect. Yeah, Shane Olson. There's a lot of really dope guys. Shane does amazing stuff. Like Disney Infinity was his thing. So check that out as well. All of this. Let's get this out of here. Add. Let's do this one. Add. Add. All right, I don't know. All right. Hello, I have another question. Yeah, ask away. What's the easiest way to make interior of the mouth? So there are base meshes that are in that are in ZBrush that have a mouth bag already. I would say go ahead and use those, because you know you can figure them out later. But if you just want a quick model that has that in there, and then you can go ahead and you know, kind of mess with it later on to make it unique to your character. But what you could do is just, you know, grab some of the geometry, kind of inflate it inward, and then dynamesh it is another way to do it. All right, so now I'm just gonna mirror and weld this. Actually, let me jump down to right around here. I like. Let's delete lower, delete higher. I'm gonna Z-remesh this real quick. Z-remesh. Oh. Alright, that's dense. Let's be that dense. Count, turn that down to about 1. Z-remesh. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. So now I have my symmetry. Kind of get these things where I want them. And Omega Red in all the pictures I've seen has like these big bushy eyebrows, so I'm going to go all out with these actually. I'm using Pure Ref if anybody is wondering for my images here. It's PURREF, and just allows me to have a bunch of images open. And I just went and found all the reference I could on. See, he's got some cool kind of techie stuff going on in his face, which I want to have in mind as well. No good eyebrows though. What's up with that? All right, I'm just gonna. I know he has big bushy eyebrows. I'm just gonna give it to him. And now I can divide this a few times, and then go in there and kind of sculpt in what I want. Just give him some color so I can see what I'm doing here. Oh, this is still super low. All right, let me divide this a few more times. Or maybe one more time. And just like all of the other hair that I've done for Hulk and Bishop and everybody else, it always looks kind of whack until it doesn't, you know what I mean? Just want to make sure that this penetrates the head, so I don't have any open areas if, you know, I do go to print this. And once I'm happy with everything, I'll just kind of merge it all into one subtool. I don't know why this is not rotating on the point that I'm pivoting on. It's getting on my nerves, man. It's just grabbing some space and arbitrarily rotating around it. Just makes it hard to keep this thing where I want it. So this is why it's good to keep those low subdivision levels, because I can jump down and kind of get this thing looking cleaner. Not so, you know, wobbly. And even smooth it to get those edges looking a little better. And then when I jump back up again, it looks a little cleaner. Oh my God. All right. This is killing me. It's like scaling and rotating off of some point that's totally off the model. Oh, geez. All right. Question, is necessary to do a retopology for what? What you talking about? What is a character? Man, it's hard. No, this is Omega Red. Omega Red. Like a villain on the X-Men. GBU for modeling. What's up, EJ? Been lurking, follow the streams, YouTube. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Local symmetry. Yeah, I had it on and it wasn't doing it for me. Where did my local go? Still, let's see. You know what? Maybe I gotta select this. Let's select it. All right, whatever. Let's see. Local. Is that it? Yes, thank you. Somehow I got turned off. Oh my God. Thank you. Who said that? Robson. Thank you, my friend. I was gonna go crazy up in here. All right, turn up my lazy mouse here. Let's just kind of. All right. I'm getting new music. I don't know why. It's just playing the same few songs over and over again. It's not cool. Not cool. Add music. Music for stream. Music. PC. Music. Music for stream. And add all of these. And we won't hear the same songs over and over again. Open, there, go, and play. Play. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know how my local symmetry got turned off, but that was infuriating, actually. So the other thing I need to do is get my hair from the model I had before. And actually, what I'm thinking is I'll just redo it. Let's just redo it. Because I wasn't loving the other hair anyway. Turn on. Let's turn on this. Save what I have. Save, yes. All right. Let's actually go over to the other one and look at this here. All right, so there's parts I can use on here. Copy this, paste, make this a whole new thing. Let's go down to, it's over here actually. And paste. Yeah, so when I was doing this out of symmetry with even trying to use posable symmetry, it just wasn't giving me what I wanted. So it's just way easier just to go in and do it over again in symmetry for the head anyway. Like the body, I'll sculpt the body outside of symmetry all day long, but for the face, it was getting my nerves. Oh, if you hadn't planned to already, check out Hasbro has the new PulseCon. They started it, I guess, yesterday, I think, but they have the actual stream tomorrow, I believe, and I think they're going to be showing some of the G.I. Joe stuff that I worked on. So it's virtual, so no reason not to like have it on in the background. It's light where I want it. And figure out which side I like better. I kind of like the right side better, so let's delete lower, mirror. Wait a minute, mirror and weld. No, mirror and weld. That's all right. Let's say X. All right, so once I get the flyaway hairs on here, it's going to look better. So let's do that now, actually. Oh, geez, Rick. This back here is a mess. Let's fix this. So this has got a whole bunch of little waves all over the place that I'm not necessarily feeling. So what I'm going to do on this is do a Z remesh as soon as I kind of get the form that I'm looking for. And then when I have a lower subdivision level, then I can clean it up easier. Just kind of smooth it and keep some of these details, like the back of his head is looking crazy right now. And it's going to help when I get his neck in there. I need to get that neck squared away, actually. All right, I missed a lot of stuff here. Let's see what I missed. How to find reference picture. I have a lot of stuff from Pinterest. If you want to follow my Pinterest page, I have like a bunch of folders with thousands of pictures, kind of broken out by anatomy and all that stuff. What happened to my light? Broken out by anatomy and all that. So, you know, hard surface and everything. Everything for me is Mike T Artworks. So just go to Pinterest and at Mike T Artworks. You'll see there. That's a good reference. Let's see what else. Do you pose the body before clothing and gear? Yeah, absolutely. I do. I tend to find that if I go, like I was doing Bishop and I had him in symmetry, like all the way up through making his clothes and everything. And then I realized that when I posed it, it just got so kind of jacked up that I ended up sculpting a lot of those things over again. So I like to break symmetry really early. That kind of helps me. It really kind of helps me come up with something that's a bit more dynamic than just keeping it in symmetry through the pose, or through the detailing rather. All right, so that is some hair. Let's give it some color of the eyebrows. Color fill. Object. All right, so now we can go do like the flyaway hairs and all that cool stuff. Actually, what? Does it make it harder? But yeah, kind of. But you know what? It's good practice. You know, especially for the you know, the muscles and all that stuff. So, you know, it's like I can go in and spend extra time just trying to make sure that they are, you know, the mass of his left arm is close to the mass of the right arm. I mean, I could do it all in symmetry and then pose, but I just do it this way. Finding the pose early for me kind of gets me excited about, it gets me excited about the whole piece, actually. All right, I have super. Wait a minute, I have some images made with a AI super detail on full plainness. Detail test. So I don't understand the question. Way. Some detail for his crown using. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what you're asking me. If G.I. Joe was a zebra, he'd be fired. Okay. Toys for Tots. Yeah, absolutely. And Fallout Boy and Tenacious D are going to be performing, so why wouldn't you go? Transformers, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. Yes, please. All those things, absolutely. Marvel, everything. Mari Cat, hi. Misha, how you doing? Cool. You think you can start doing profession after? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm old, and it's none of your damn business how old I am. But I'm an old dude. And I started sculpting 7 years ago. So absolutely, absolutely. Start whenever you want to. You're never done learning, my friend, as far as I'm concerned. Now you have done this. What happens when you go back and sculpt the costume with symmetry? I'm not going to, actually. That's the thing. So now what I'll do is I'll clean his body up and I'll start slicing up where I want to have the details. and lay in piping and wrinkles, and I don't have to worry about that stuff. What you're kind of talking about is maybe like his gloves and his boots and all that. And I'll probably make one and then, you know, flip that and work on it in symmetry and then make it fit his body rather than worrying about it, you know, fitting basically. All right, let's go get some more pieces of hair and bring them over here. First, I'm going to save this. Save as. Save. Yes. Let's come over here. Yeah, this face was really bothering me last time, you guys. All right, so I'm going to copy this. Come over here. I don't know if it's still going to work, but let's try it. Hair. Let's rename this hair face. Paste. All right, now before I move that, I'm going to grab his scrunchie and his ponytail. Bring those over too. So, copy that. Paste. Let's get this scrunchie because I spent some time on that bad boy. Copy. Paste. All right. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Oh wait, no. There's a couple little flyaways on the ponytail back here. Where's that? Did I get that already? Oh, I got that. Okay. All right, so now go back over here. I'm going to hide the body. I'm going to go into the portrait and just start masking things. Let's get this reference out of the way. It's taking up my whole screen. All right, and now let's start masking this out. Just going in piece by piece and masking it. So now with everything masked on his head, I can come back over here and I can turn on the transpose all subtools, and I should be able to move everything at once. Okay, I didn't mask the hair. Let's mask the hair as well. Now I should be able to do it. Cool. So right now it looks crazy, but hopefully there's pieces in here that we can keep. I don't know if we can or not, but we'll see. All right, so I'm actually not too upset with the ponytail here and his scrunchie. So I'm gonna mask these parts now. Oop, not that part. I will hide certain parts and then mask them. Okay, mask that and then mask the little scrunchy joint. And now I can come back in and move these parts here. And it shouldn't affect the ponytail. And because I made these all for the other head, nothing's actually going to fit the way that it should, but I can kind of fudge it into position. That's another good thing about having such low topology here and using dynamic subdivision. Somebody was asking me earlier, why don't I just use the, actual, subdivided up higher? It's exactly for this reason, because I can turn it down now and go in and select certain parts and then just kind of move them where I want them. And these are all their own polygroup, which is why I can easily select them. I'm just selecting by polygroup actually. So if I was to turn on the polygroups, you can see everyone has its own color here. And I want this piece here to do a little bit of a flip, so try to mask that. Wait a minute, is something moving in his face? Hold up a second. No. Okay, he's all right. And then just smooth it a little bit. It's easy to see when I turn on dynamic subdivision there. So as I'm just trying to figure out how I want this hair to fall, I want to make sure that when I print it, it is going to be something that I can cast, and it's not going to be a giant pain as far as locking up the mold and stuff. So I want it to kind of follow the contours of his head. And with the closed mouth portrait, obviously I'm going to have to do a different hairstyle. So maybe on that one I'll do like the wild hair, like he has one that's like a wild man hairstyle, whatever. Try that out. But I don't want it to look too, like right now it's looking very, hair salon type thing. I don't want that. Like he's a maniac. So I want him to have kind of hair that looks like, Wolverine when he jumped out of the Weapon X pod or whatever. Nerd references. A lot of nerd references. If you're not into them, pick the wrong one, you guys. I'm all about those nerd references. Okay, so that one's all right. Let's see what I missed here. How you got the job at Marvel and Netflix, and what were the setback in the journey? So the Marvel work came from my relationship with Hasbro, and they kind of turned me on to, when the first Guardians of the Galaxy was coming out, they needed some artwork done for that, so I had to do like a test, since that was the first time I did work with them with the film studio, and so I did a version of Rocket that was the comic book accurate one, where he's got on the blue suit and everything. That's on my ArtStation. But yeah, they liked it, and so I did stuff for the first Guardians movie, and then when Civil War came out, they asked me to do some stuff for that. So I got to see everything before it was kind of finalized, which is why if you look at my airport battle scene where you have Team Cap versus Iron Man and they're running at each other, some of the guys are on the wrong side. Like I think Ant-Man is on Iron Man's side on mine, and everybody's like, dude, you put him on the wrong one. I'm like, at the time, that's what it was. So, but yeah, that, and then some Black Panther stuff. So that's how the Marvel deal happened. Netflix, I got a good friend who I do movie posters for, and he picked up Netflix as a client, and so he hits me up from time to time, and they used a couple of my pieces. So that is how that happens. Relationships, just building relationships. So this is not too shabby. When I get texture on there, it'll look better, but let's save what I have so far. Save, yes. And all right, the ones in the back don't make any sense yet, but we'll fix that. Let's get this little flyaway right here. Right, yeah. I'm actually teaching right now. I just started teaching online, and I love it. If any of my students are in here, say what's up, please. But yeah, it's concept art, 3D concept. So I actually enjoy it more than I thought I would. What up, Jaggy Bones? Dark Knight. Hey, Mike, how long you been sculpting? About 7 years, actually. Yep. Before that, just 2D illustration. And I always tell people I think that helped out big time. Being able to, draw and paint has helped my sculpting immensely. Hi, I'm new here. Why does your brush icon look so strange on my screen? What does it look like? I don't know. What does yours look like? Let's see. It's really interesting. What's the class info? So it's a class called CG Spectrum, and so if you go online, you can find them. But they teach everything. So, like right now, like I said, I'm doing a traditional concept art class and then a 3D concept art. So yeah, that's it. All right, let's mask this, and I want to rotate. So before I do, let's fade it a little bit. All right, I want to rotate here because this is kind of boring. Turn that down some. Do a negative inflate and then smooth. Inflate it back up. Move elastic is good for hair. A little more natural. And snake hook, actually. Brush, snake hook. Snake hook. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I can do that to this one back here also. So I'll probably end up having to move all this stuff again when I see it next to his body. I don't know if it's going to fit anymore, but it's all good. I do like being able to see his ear, so I'm going to keep some of that ear visible. Yeah, this head is like, this head is so much better than the other one. That other one was trash. See that? I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with the other portrait too, though. All right, let's give this thing some color. Here. How's the Hulk coming? From 1 second. Let's see. Where's it? Graduation completed. Yeah. So for the school that I'm teaching, I've got students in South Africa, Australia, New York. It's all over. It's everywhere. So it doesn't really matter where you are, actually. How's the Hulk coming? Haven't seen updates recently. You know why? It's in here. I have the bottom poured. It's like 30 pounds of silicone. And I just bought two more like gallons of it. So I need to pour the top. Gonna get back on it. Since I started teaching, I've been a little busy. Plus, I'm doing this thing for Sideshow right now. That's got me busy. But didn't forget about it. I want to have it done and like start pre-orders and stuff before the end of the year. That'd be nice. That's the hopes. All right. That's a scrunchie I dig. Just figure out the rest of the hair. And then I want to detail the face a little bit. What time is it? Yeah, detail the face a little bit, fix the neck, and start detailing the body. Actually, let's go over here. Do I have subdivisions on this? I don't have any yet. All right, so I'm going to commit those in a second. But for now, let's fix the rest of these. How do I want to do this? Seriously? Come on. Okay, he should have hair under the headband coming out. That's what's going on. All right. Oops. That. Now, I don't know if this is going to fit on his shoulder. Let's see. Oh, this head is on. It's not on the body. The other one is. All right, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Should probably have some real reference of people with ponytails. man buns. Not gonna do that. Have a whole bunch of like Starbucks dudes with skinny jean suits on. It's not exactly the look I'm going for. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Oh, Yashiv, ask as many questions as you want. It's all good. Looks like straight lines. Mine doesn't. It's only straight lines. What are we talking about? You talking about the insert for the hair itself? What brush you talking about? What do they pay you? Man, get out of here, man. Don't be asking me what they pay me. Come on, Georgetown. Have some couth. It pays all right. How do we join the class? Just go to CG Spectrum. I had somebody actually ask for me by name. If you ask for the instructor you want, they'll just they'll let me know, and we can get you in on it. Let's see. 100 messages on the stream. So parkour boy, you can use ZBrush. Is it Core? You can use Core Mini for free. Actually, it's a stripped down version. It does have some of the sculpting tools. It doesn't have some of the things that I'm using, like Z Modeler and things of that nature. But you have I think like 7 brushes, something like that. So there's actually we have students in the class that are, you know, using Mini. And when you don't have money to spend on something, it's a nice little alternative to see if you're into it, and then if you dig it, you know, you get the full version. There's also a monthly subscription models too, kind of like Adobe, so you can do it that way as well. I don't like this. No, sir, I don't like it. All right, almost. Well, almost missed this one. W. Do I want this one? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe that's under. It's under these. I'm just kind of getting these in a place that feels a little more organic and less stiff than the way it was looking before. And then just rotating them to find something that looks decent. None of this is like set in stone right now. You know, after I put his shoulder pads on, maybe that doesn't even fit anymore, you know? So that's the name of that tune, baby. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in, let's save this. And then go in and add a little bit of detailing to it so it doesn't look like just blobs on his head. Wait a minute, let me drag this down too. This has got to come down too. Oops. Come on now. Right now it looks like soft serve ice cream. We'll fix that. Don't you worry about it. No more ice cream head for this guy. I don't like that. Let's see. That direction. And then I have all of that extra. Let me do this. Almost there. Let's save. How am I doing on time? 2:30. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Camarian King, I just started it. I just started working with these guys month and a half ago. So the thing I like about it, the classes are small, so the group classes are like 4 students each, and then there's one-on-ones, which are nice too. So right now I only have like 15 students. It's not like I have a ton, but you know, it's pretty sweet, pretty decent deal. Let's see, Theory. What's up, Theory? Georgetown. But it's not for you to answer me. I'm sorry, Georgetown. I was just messing with you. Come on. Don't take anything I take seriously. Say seriously, it's jokes. It's jokes, Georgetown. We're all good. 120, yeah, 128, I think. Can we have a link to your playlist? I just get stuff off YouTube. Get it off YouTube. Let's see. Kelsmere. Hey, what's up? Guess who's up? Oh, that's a student of mine. What's up, Kelsey? How are you? Thank you, thank you. There you go. There's a testimony. Patreon, I do not have. You know what? I don't have a Patreon. I wanted one, and all of my friends were talking about. What's the name of the person? There is a. There's a. What is her name? There's a girl that does anime stuff on Patreon, and she's made so much money. Like, so everybody was like, oh, yo, I'm gonna retire, do my Patreon thing, and be like this girl whose name escapes me right now. If anybody remembers, tell me. Yeah, so everybody got a Patreon, and nobody made money. Not like this girl. Like, she's making 250 K a year, I think, doing it. It's great. Yeah, Sakemi-chan. There you go. Yeah. Which is crazy. Like, I don't understand how this one person, she's dope and everything, but like, there's a lot of artists on there. So she just figured out how to make it happen, and I don't see how she can't be a millionaire in another, you know, another 5 years or so, as much money as she's making. But that's that. So yeah, no Patreon. I do want to figure out how to get the Twitch. So I started doing a Twitch, my own Twitch with, the only reason I was kind of not doing it is because I want to have it multicast to like Facebook Live and Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I found this software that could allow me to do it, and it didn't cost a fortune. So I was digging that, but I need to get my Twitch game up. Like, if anybody wants to give me, I guess I'll just go to YouTube and figure it out the same way I figured everything else. I gotta figure out how to take advantage of Twitch. Because the thing of it is this: if I can get donations of, what is it, $10 a month, that will pay for me to do the stream across everything, and then I would do more streams. Like, I do them once or twice a week. So I got to figure that whole thing out. Speaking of streams, everybody knows Daniel Bell is like my favorite sculptor of all time, and he's been streaming a lot on YouTube lately, and man, oh man, just constantly killing it. Like, he's so dope, and a nice guy too. Very nice dude. All right, cool. So I think that's it. I feel bad now because Georgetown thought that I was being serious. I was just playing. I didn't mean to be mean. All right, let's see. Falco, what's going on? Secret is porn. Yeah. You know what? Kind of right. You're kind of right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Donnie Johnson, what is up? Streamlabs is amazing. Want to start? Yeah, I tried that before. Kelsey, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you next time we do our thing, the class, after class. Because I tried doing Streamlabs, and I set up the little donation tab, and I don't even know how to get people to come over to the stream, like when I'm streaming. So I know that you gotta do it often, right? I think it's like Instagram. If you do it constantly, then you get more people showing up. But yeah, it's kind of a come down having, 100 people watching you do a Pixologic stream, and then when you do your own thing, you have like 5 people. Just calling it like I see it. So if I could figure out how to get a full room, I would stream all the time. All right, cool. So I think all the hair is where I want it to be now. So now I can start detailing it. Save it. Save. Always save. All right, now I can actually apply the subdivision. So I'll hit apply. Whoa, that's a lot of subdivisions. That's 2 million. Let's step down. All right, delete higher. Oops. Turn off RGB.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
So I just want this thing to feel less like soft serve ice cream and more like strands of hair. So just going and finding some planes here to cut in, make it look a little more geometric and less tubular, totally tubular for all my 80s people out there. You guys are like, what the heck is he talking about? You see, back when I was a kid, we had this thing called Valley Girls. And they said stuff like that. And it was hilarious. All right, go back to the clay buildup. And backface mask. Don't forget to use backface mask when you're doing this kind of stuff. You'll butcher the other side. Speaking of butcher, have you guys been watching The Boys? Because it is dope. I like season 1. Season 2 is pretty sweet too. So by keeping the lower subdivision levels, I can go in and smooth out some of these edges and places where it kind of folds up on itself. And then when I step back up, I still have the detail that I had before. Another thing I can do once I get this to the way I like it is I can delete the lower subdivision levels and then use my Sculptors Pro to get rid of those folds, because that's just it's not gonna look nice when it prints. All right, let's see what else we got. Wow, YouTube, they took 30% of your money? Yikes. Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. For Instagram, the only thing I don't like is it's the vertical format, and I want horizontal. Let's see what else is happening. If you ever need to set up OBS Streamlab, oh, cool. Volpsy, if we're not connected on Facebook or Instagram, reach out, because I'm going to take you up on that, actually. Thank you. I will take you up on that, my friend. Thanks, Kelsey. How do you ensure the hands overlap? Overlap correctly? I kind of went in and moved them around individually. I have them as polygroups, so I can just select and move them so that they kind of flow over each other and under. You know what I'm saying? Let's grab this. So then I can mask like by polygroup and then get this how I want it. Wait, what? Wait a minute. No. What do you mean it doesn't have subdivision level? What happened to my subdivision levels? Oh. Switch to the wrong subtool. Oh yeah, and I apologize to YouTube folks from last time I was streaming. I had it set up way too high. I had my camera and everything set for 4K, and I was streaming it at, you know, my monitor's resolution, and it was just too much for, I guess it was too much for YouTube to kind of do. So it dropped it, and I think it just kept the Facebook Live and Twitch. So I learned my lesson. Not doing that anymore. I'm at the point right now with this streaming business that, like, when I was younger, I used to make fun, and this is kind of like this is a jerky admission, right? But I used to kind of make fun of my parents because they couldn't get the 12 on the VCR to stop flashing. VCR was what we had before we had like laser discs and DVDs, Blu-rays, and all that stuff. Back in my day, we had a thing called a VCR, and my parents couldn't control it, and I could, so I felt like Superman. And now there's things like doing a decent stream that I can't get a hang of, and reading tiny type, so I instantly regret being that kind of way when I was little. I feel better venting. All right, one strand down, like 30 more to go. But you know what? I'm going to do those on my own time. You guys saw me do this. So I'm gonna move over to getting the face a little more dialed in now. Just softening, because right now everything is sketches, like even the body, it's all sketched out. So I want to clean that up a little bit. Here where I want it. Why isn't it going where I want it? Come on then. There you go. As I said, I was going to stop messing with the hair, and I keep messing with the hair. All right. This looks like with some good lighting. All right. Better than it was. What it says, and do the face. Let's do some face. Actually, let me figure out this neck, and then I'll do the face. The neck is not good. It's not even in the right place. Actually, it is in the right place because I have the wrong head turned on. So let's save this. Head with neck down. And over here. Let me group the hair. Let's see. New folder. All right, let's figure out this hair. I mean hair, the neck. And I'm going to start off by Z-remeshing this because right now it's just dynameshed, not dynameshed, booleaned together, I believe. Let's do this. Geometry, I want this to be low. I also want to edge loop here because I want it to follow the contour of the neck. So let's see, edge loop. All right. And now let's go to Z-remesher. It's probably covered up. Is it? You can see it. See what happens. That'll do. Yeah, that works for me. All right. Get these tentacles out of the way. I think the whole body's got to move. That'll be easier than trying to move everything else. Let's see. I'm going to think out loud for a second. My portrait 2. And let's go back up. The neck. Make sure the body is not. Yes, cut off the mask on the body. Arms, temples, legs. Okay. And neck. Oh, tentacles. Forgot the tentacles. Let's turn those on. Okay. So you might be asking yourself, why is he doing it this way? That's crazy. It's because my head stuff is in symmetry and I like it, and I can switch it over to posable symmetry in a minute, but I'm not ready yet. So the body is all asymmetrical, so that's why I'm moving the new body, or the old body, to fit the new head. And then once everything is kind of ironed out, then I'll straighten them back out again, because I had to twist everything to kind of get them where I want it. It'll make sense. Believe me. All right. Solo this out. I just want to kind of get this as lined up as I can. Again, sculpting out of symmetry, this is the kind of you're going to kind of run into these issues, so it's all good. If I get it close, I can start kind of just fudging it into position. I want to make sure that it makes sense, that you know, his throat kind of lines up between his clavicles would be nice. Clavicles. Right. This is close. So now let's do some stretching. get it where I want it. Yeah, it's gonna look jacked up for a minute. I'm glad that I never really got into the, you know, the high frequency details on this yet. Because then it would look all wobbly, like all wonky, you know what I mean? I hate that. I like stuff to be clean. Yeah, like this Adam's apple isn't even in the center of his throat anymore. So it'd be easier just to kind of get it close to where I want it and then resculpt it. I don't ever get stressed out about sculpting things more than once either, because it's good practice, you know what I mean? Like, the more you do it, the better you get. What I say. Oh wow, look at that. It doesn't even reach the top of his head. Let's see something. So had I tried to do this without Z-remeshing it to this low res, this low subdivision level, this would have been a nightmare. You know, now it's not that deep. All right, let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna have to move it again because, or resculpt his, move it again. Yeah, I'm gonna move it again. It's one of those things where if it's just off a little bit, it looks just really super off. So I think the position of his head needs to move now. But the neck is not quite so terrible. Oh, hi. Oh, this doesn't have any subdivision on the side. But you know what? Those things on the side of his face are making it look like his chin is way wider than it is. Let's turn this off. Two. That's better. And turn off portrait. One. All right, better. Not exactly right, but better. All right, let's see what I miss. Less tubular. Patreon can be hard to get going. Shadow platforms, super active on socials, build a fan base. Yeah, I think my thing is, I mean, every time I build a website, I'm like, I'm gonna do a really good job keeping this thing updated. So I haven't updated my site in easily 2 years, and I have all of these projects that should be on there. So yeah, I have a feeling that Patreon would be one of those things that I just don't feel like keeping up with. Chris, I never freeze. Word of mouth to take over. Yeah, EJT, I've been avoiding it. Eps are out, hooked on binging. What are we talking about? I brought up something earlier. Some show. Can't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, The Boys. Yeah, it's good. You have to do a Homelander one day. Yeah, no doubt. Homelander's dope. Homelander's dope. It's good. For sure. The head is looking amazing. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was really bad before, so it's all good. Isn't Dynamesh better for hair build? So what I'm gonna do now, let's turn the hair back on. Body on the hair. So what I'm gonna do now is basically block in the same way I did on the top, the detail, and then instead of using Dynamesh, I'm gonna use Sculptris Pro, and that way I can have resolution where I want it. Dynamesh is cool too, but I'm not a big Dynamesh guy. I mean, I am now that I'm doing cutting and keying for statues and stuff, but I'd rather use Sculptris Pro. I like that a lot, actually. All right, so now that I kind of have the I have the forms that I'm looking for here, I'm gonna go and detail this sucker and also smooth out some of my smooth out some of the clay buildup areas. I'm not going to get into like the pores yet, obviously. I got a long way to go before I get there, but oops. What is this? This is clay spin. Let's turn off lazy mouse. There you go. So with this brush, I can quickly go in and either knock down some of those areas of the clay buildup that I don't want, or build up until I get a surface that looks more more like skin, which is what I like to do. Oh, about that. Oh, I think I have layers turned on. That's why I did that. The only other thing's a bummer about using layers when I do this is that the if I hide part of the mesh, the poly painting gets all wacky looking. And I know when I commit to it, it's probably going to look terrible too. So what I should do, let's do this. Actually, I'm going to save my poly paint. Go to my layers and stop recording. So here's, let's see, lighting. All right, so saving. That's before and after. All right. I think I have another version with this. I'm going to commit. I'm gonna bake it. Let's say bake. Okay. And even if I don't, I think I have a morph target that I can use. Yeah. All right. So I can do whatever I want. I do whatever I want. What's that? What is that? Ah, I see what you did there. Sometimes the mesh folds in on itself and does wild stuff. Another reason why I like to have low sub-D levels to jump down to kind of smooth it out and step up. It's a little more eerie. Save before I lose it. Hey, Yoda. I also want to watch playback videos. Yeah, absolutely. So the thing about it is, if you miss a stream, you can watch it on Twitch or YouTube whenever you want. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it's nice to have people there live. Why don't you just stay up all night long? Tell you what, how about that? Don't go to bed. Yeah, no, it's on there. You can watch whenever you want. All right, yeah, so I want this thing, when I do figure out what it's going to be, to look like it just did a number on his face. So I think this helps. I like the veins on the forehead, but you can't see his forehead. Ah! I didn't have symmetry turned on. That's okay. If I can do this, let's see. All right. All right, how am I doing on time? Let's see. Got about half an hour left. Yeah, let's see. Okay, my stream for Twitch is at the top. It's Mike T 2K. Hello. Thanks, Purple Bleef. Thanks, Kelsey. Thanks for dip out. Oh, no worries. How many hours you reckon went into this project? 3 streams is 6 hours. No, 3 streams is 9 hours, and then probably spend a weekend doing the 2 heads. So I don't know, a lot of hours. And it's funny because the body is still just blocked in. Like, we got a lot to do. The good news is it's just for me. It's not for a client, so I can spend all the time I wanna on this guy. Oh no, don't crash. Ah, I knew it was gonna crash. Please save. Please save. What is up? This is like the second time I've done a stream on this guy where it crashed at the end. Let's try it again. See if this does it. Yeah, it looks right to me. All right, let's save them. Turned off my local again, didn't you? You scrub. Where is... No, it's on. Huh, okay. I apologize, ZBrush. Now what I did lose, I know it, is my morph target. I know that's gone. Let's see. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Cool. Oh, standard, not blob. Thinking about putting some just random lines in his face. quite build up? I don't want late ones. Usually takes me a few passes to figure out what I'm going to do with the eyes. The good thing is if I decide I don't like what I did with the eyes here, I can just use my morph brush and bring it right back. So, Still not sure what I'm going to do with this part. Like, I like the idea of some kind of thing between the metal and his face, but I don't want it to look too comfortable either. You know what I mean? Like, should definitely be tearing his face up. Really sketch this out later. Figure out exactly what's going on. All right, how we doing? About another 6 minutes, you guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Superpower, flight, probably. Flight's pretty dope. I'd be like, there was an old show back in the day called The Greatest American Hero, where this dude could like fly, but he was scared to fly, so he would only fly like 6 feet off the ground. Like, that'd be me for a while. But then after a while, I'd be like those kids in Chronicle, like playing football, you know, next to airplanes and stuff. Probably. Mostly. Without the teeth, he looks like an old man. Yeah, get off my lawn. Absolutely. Witchcraft. He's a witch! Thanks, man. Thank you. No sleep till. Oh man, I just saw the Beastie Boys documentary on Apple TV, and that was so good. That was really, really good. I was a big Beastie Boys fan back in the day. So, shout out to you, Chimerian King. It's literally what I'm doing, staying up all night. Hope you're happy, Mike. You better have your assignment, Kelsey. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, awesome job. File too strong. That head is really turned on. Thank you. Odell Palmer, what's up? Odell's my man who told me if I just hang in there one day, I'll be able to get it. I'll be able to figure it out. He's like, you'll be good one day, Mike. Don't give up. And you know what? I didn't. So shout out to Odell. It's my man, 40 grand right there. What you do? Nahum, hi. All right, so, all right, let me bring back the hair. Let's bring back what we had today, shall we? The scrunchie sells it, you guys. I don't care what anybody says. All right, so we got that for this dude. Let's do this. Cut off the neck. Let's get this out of the way. This over here. Set this to half. Oh, document size is too small. Whenever I crash, it does that. So double. Yes. In half. Draw it out. T-frame. Oh, where's his dub? Here. Okay. Can't not have the ponytail. All right, so we have that, and then we can turn this off. Let's turn the hair off, and let's turn on the body. The whole body. So next time, I guess I'll be getting into the... Dude, stop that. Next time I'll get into basically cleaning up the body and kind of straightening out some muscles that are still a little wonky, and then gear for sure, like gear for sure next time. All right, but that is gonna do it for me. Thank you everybody for coming by. For you guys in the Outback, thank you for staying up so late. And I will see you. They're making the schedule now. I don't know, probably like 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'll be back. But yeah, thanks to everybody. Thank you, everybody. What time is it? 9:58. I got 2 minutes left. Let's see if you have any other questions here. Odell is an OG. He's an OG. Your work is great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if anybody, like if you're in here and you dig it and you appreciate my stuff, please give me a follow on Instagram. I'm trying to get my Instagram a little higher. And so on there and on my Twitch, you can kind of see it at the top, Mike T2K. Instagram, Mike T Artworks. Everything's Mike T Artworks. So give me a shout. And I can't remember who was asking me for my UI, but hit me on the instant messenger on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and I'll send you a link for it. All right. So everybody take care. Pro, see you. Project Zen, cheers. Kelsey, good night. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks. All right. Peace.